Okay, the one you've all been waiting for. The story of when the police came knocking on, threatening me with 5 years in prison, took my drone, and kind of give me a bit of a reason to have a laugh and make this video. So yeah, nice one for that. I need my tripod. Can we make a reenactment? I don't know. Can't impersonate the police, but can we make a reenactment? I haven't got a police outfit though. It's the one question I get asked all the time. Doesn't matter how many things I've done in my whole YouTube career, like jumping out of an aeroplane, I get asked, did you get your drone back? Have the police got your drone? What happened with the police? So yeah, I thought I'd make this video because I'm a bit short on content, to be honest with you. And yeah, you can probably see I've just done the washing. Yeah, so rewind, back to the 27th of January, I think it was. We just went to Squid Games. A bit of unseen footage for you here. And we hear that the pub was burning down in Burslem. I don't know if you've got any paint on me, but...
fire in Burslem, the Leopard.
Oh, fire in Burslem in the Leopard.
Insurance claim if
Yeah,
after you.
insurance claim.
That's why they had the cannabis.
So the next morning, as you probably guessed from the video, that did quite well actually. So yeah, thanks for watching that one. I took the drone up, had a little look around. No, I didn't fly over the pub. I flew around the outside and stayed away from the emergency services, thinking, all good. So yesterday while I was in Blackpool, as we all know, somebody set fire to the Leopard. But then I started to see comments on the old social medias to say the police were looking for the drone flyers. Now, apparently they only came after me for some reason. Don't know why. Maybe an easy target, you know, face on YouTube or something. I don't know. So on the 25th, I don't know if I said the date wrong before, but on the 25th of Tuesday, around about 7 p.m, 7:30 in the evening, I got this knock on the door. Cue reenactment. Ooh.
How do you make sure it's up to you?
Yes, yeah.
Have a chat with him, is that alright?
Yeah. Sorry, you can nip in now. I've got rid of the dog.
You got a mad Labrador, like, haven't you?
Yeah.
Jumpy one.
Oh, yeah.
How you doing, buddy? You alright?
Hi, buddy. I don't really have the budget for a police uniform, so I've gone with the police t-shirt. So, police. Hi, buddy. All right, mate. So let me guess, you've come about the drone. Yeah, that's right. Have you got the drone with you? Yeah, no worries. Let me just go get it. What you said. There you are, mate. Let's have a look at this then. So, where's your license? You're supposed to have a license number on here. What do you mean, a license? You're supposed to have a license when flying the drone. It's illegal to fly without one. Didn't know I needed a license. When was since when have I needed a license? Or the copper that was standing here. The law came in at the start of last year. Back to this one. Actually, it was in before then. It was in before that. Not quite sure what he quoted there. Some legal jargon. Oh well, I didn't know that. I've had my drone since 2017, so I just fly my drone really. I just make vlogs. So it's like a glorified camera. I take it up in the air, fly it over what I need, and I land it. I'm not techie when it comes to drones. I don't keep up to date with technology, so I didn't realise I needed a license. So you were flying without a license. You endangered an aircraft. The police drone. The police drone wasn't in the air when I flew the drone. It was flying, I was the pilot. Well, I'd like to see your flight path against my flight path and we can compare, see if we were a foot away from each other. Oh yeah, he did say he was a foot away from me. Yeah, I forgot to add that, but I was recreating the copper bit that he said that he was a foot away from me. In the sky, which a 40 grand drone compared to my little one, doubt it somehow. Drone has sensors all around it, so you'd probably know if something came anywhere near you. Probably same with his drone, and if there was a 40 grand drone, and I'd probably perhaps move it away a little bit, but no, it didn't happen. So yeah, anyway, where was I? Yeah, I'd like to, Yeah, so I'd like to see your flight path against mine, and we can compare and see if we were really a foot away from each other, because the sensors all around it, so I would have heard some sort of beeping or something. Oh, well, I don't have them at the moment. We'll have to take a look, as you can see. You were flying over a crime scene, which is up to 5 years in prison. I can't see that happening though, can you? Now, I'll be taking this drone with me to inspect, and we'll have to invite you down for a police interview at some point. I'm going to make a video on YouTube where the police took my drone. Well, we're not stopping free speech, so you can make one if you want to. Back to this copy. You could make a video about the drone laws, because that might get you more views. I need some more views, don't I, so I can pay for my next drone. We'll be inviting you down for a police interview. You can have a lawyer if you want to have one present, and to be a voluntary interview. And yeah, we'll take the drone away for analysis, and I will check on there, see what we can find on the drone. Cheers, Ashley. I'll speak to you shortly. Yeah. All right then, guys. Nice one, yes. You could have handcuffed me. This was
No, all right, no worries. Like I say, I'm sorry, mate, but I wasn't aware. See you later. Right.
Okay, so just a quick one. A couple of days after the drone flying over the pub, which got a lot of views. Thank you. The police have knocked on, which wasn't really a surprise, because I've seen a few comments online saying the police were coming around for the drone flyers. So apparently I flew over a crime scene. So one, flying over, to me, for me personally, I think of flying over, not around. Now, as you can see from the footage that I posted online, other people posted photos maybe of going in, looking down, but I posted mainly around the outsides of the building because I didn't want to fly over. Don't want to get in the way, to be honest. But yeah, there you go. The pub, was it really a crime scene? Probably more like an accidental fire. As of yet, I don't think anyone's been arrested or anything, so I don't know. And apparently I endangered an aircraft, which, news to me. I asked what the aircraft was, and apparently that was the police drone, which we saw on the camera on the video I posted. Did I endanger it? Apparently I came a foot away from it, which very, very, very unlikely. Didn't see it on the camera, and if I did come anywhere near it, anybody that's got a drone would know that it's got beepers on it, and it'll go beep, 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 but like a car reversing. You'd know if anything's anywhere near your drone, especially when it's in the air. And I would like to see the flight logs of the police drone, to see what time it was flying and where it flew, because I just can't see me being anywhere near that for some reason. It just doesn't add up. A foot away in the air, well, there's a big drone and a little drone, probably would cause some damage. And yeah, I'd like to see more about that one. But I've been invited to an interview at the police station, so that should be interesting. So hopefully we'll find some more information, and probably end up just wasting police time, to be honest. And apparently flying over a crime scene is up to 5 years in prison. Yeah, scary stuff. So you might not be seeing me for a while. On a plus note, I did get 2 new subscribers. Probably because they want to watch me and make sure I'm not breaking any more rules. But even still, 2 new subscribers. And just to confirm, this is from my memory, which this took place 6 months ago. So although a lot of the quotes were quite accurate in that part, there may have been some little bits that I've missed out, like the part where he told me that I was a foot away from him when I wasn't. But yeah, there was most of the stuff, or the important stuff, I think, is in that. And unfortunately, I wasn't aware that you needed a drone license to fly a drone. So yeah, dumb on me. Cost 10 quid. It's not like it's a lot of money. You do a quick test online. So if you'd fly a drone, it's above, I think, 249 grams or something, don't quote me. And then you do need to have a drone license. So get a drone license, it's £10 on the internet, you answer 40 questions, I think you need to get 30 right or something. I passed it first time. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. So just get one of them really, and you'd be fine. Right, so a little bit of myth busting. Let's take a look at the old flight path for that day. You can see here, this is the yellow line, that is where I flew the drone. So Leopard pub is this long building just there. Now, I was accused of flying over a crime scene. So from my judging here, I went round the rice pie shop area, round the back of the town hall, and round to the bridal shop. The road was closed from here, from that junction, to there. I don't think that was classed as a crime scene, because as we were standing here, I think it was just blocked off for safety reasons. I think if there's any crime scene anywhere, it was the pub, which was here. So, yeah, 5 years in prison. Just remember, I also did mention to the coppers that I was on the TV the following day for an interview with the BBC, which was good, got me on TV. They said they weren't fussed of the content as that was a byproduct of flying the drone. Cue me on the news.
Campaigners in Stoke-on-Trent are hoping an historic pub can be saved following a devastating fire. The Leopard Hotel in Burslem was severely damaged after flames ripped through the building at the weekend. This footage has been shared across social media and viewed thousands of times, showing the sheer devastation of what was once a 58-bedroom hotel.
We can see the fire from the front, but then, you don't realise how far back the building goes. And I didn't realise that the fire was literally from top to bottom. It was like every floor.
So just with that, as you saw from the start of the video, I wasn't even there for the fire. I was in Blackpool, so I might have to just chat a bit of rubbish to the BBC just to get myself on the TV.
I didn't realise that the fire was literally from top to bottom. It was like every floor.
So after that, a few months passed. I didn't really hear much. I sent a few emails back and forth with the police officer involved, who just kept telling me he was waiting on the drone. So we've gone from being a few weeks to a few months, and still, yeah, nothing came of it. Until eventually I had a phone call on a 2 minutes past 8 on a Sunday morning. Don't know if they were trying to play a little game with me or something there, but unfortunately for me, I was already up because I had to work. So I answered the phone and I was invited that day, strangely, to an interview at the police station, which was all good and well, apart from I was working all day and I didn't have a solicitor with me. So I asked him how to get a solicitor. The copper at the end of the phone had a bit of a stumble and he was a bit shocked by the fact that I asked for a solicitor and how I get one. And he told me he would call me back with information. I got a phone call back from the copper who came visit me, who explained about how to get a lawyer, and he seemed quite fair enough on the phone. But then the interview from that day then changed to a month later. So I don't know where the rush went. All of a sudden, it was now a month later. So, yeah, cue May, the 1st of May or something around May time, on me walking down to the police station. Right then, so I'm just heading down to the police station. I've been summoned, potentially arrested. New to me, I've not been arrested before. One for the bucket list, I suppose, but yeah, for flying a drone in Burslem. As you know, they've taken the drone off me about 8 weeks ago, and then now finally they decided they want to interview me. So I've got my solicitor. I'm just on my way down here now, and yeah, all wishing me luck. If you don't see me again, could be in prison, maybe. Now with the gas prices getting up, it's probably not a bad idea. Keep the bills down, free eating. Free bed for the night, and I'll probably get a lion, so yeah. Anyway, police station. Right. Do we ring the buzzer or do we just knock on the door? Don't know. So apparently you press that button and say the name and you get connected, which is interesting. The door's locked, you can't go in there, so I don't really know. Just wait here, I suppose. In the rain. So after half an hour waiting for the copper to turn up, standing outside in the rain, funny. Probably not very professional, is it really, for a copper, but you know. So I sat in one room with one of the coppers while my solicitor went into the other room with the main man himself and went through all the charges. She then came back into the room with me, pretty much told me they got no evidence and that I was going to get a caution. Although I did tell my solicitor I didn't fly anywhere near his drone, and that I think it was a load of nonsense. She said because I didn't have a licence, I'm going to get a caution anyway, so there's probably not much point in taking it any further, just accept the caution. So we went into the interview, we sat down, me, my solicitor, the 2 police officers. Nothing was mentioned about flying over a crime scene or 5 years in prison. Nothing was mentioned about being a foot away from another drone and endangering an aircraft. The only thing that they got evidence on, which they could do anything, was that I didn't have the license, which is fair enough. I didn't have a license. I didn't know. I've got one now. So maybe it's a lesson for me as well as maybe somebody who's watching this who didn't realise they need a license. I don't know. But yeah, the copper changed his complete attitude, was nice as pie, made a few jokes when you got a solicitor sitting next to you. So I probably always recommend getting one of them. And that just proves that I didn't do anything wrong apart from flying without a license. So now if there's another fire and I want to go and film it for you, the viewer, then I'll go and fly it. And I'll fly exactly the same as I did this time, around and out the outside of the perimeter, away from the emergency services. We don't want to interfere. Just fly around the outside, get the shots that we need, because we're not breaking any laws. And still to this day, there is footage online. There is photos on the Sentinel of drone footage, with photos directly above the hotel, the pub, showing straight inside the damage. So I do think that the other person that took them may have been the person that they perhaps thought I was. I don't know, but they did get me on the license. And like I say, if I didn't have it, if I had the license, I don't know. We would have just shook hands and gone on our way. I don't know. So as leaving the interview, I was told to quote, "I won't keep you waiting any longer. We'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'll come round, I'll drop your drone off and the paperwork at the same time to get it all sorted out." To quote me, I laughed and said, "Is that going to be in 6 months' time?" To quote Mr. Police Officer, he said, "No, Ash, it'll be either this week or next." It wasn't either. It was about a month and a half. And then after a month and a half, I rung my solicitor up and I said, "What's going on?" And they told me to put in a formal complaint. So I went on the internet, put in a nice formal complaint against the police officer and how I thought he abused his powers, how he didn't have any evidence. He was threatening me with 5 years in prison out in front of me daughter and wife, who was sitting on the sofa just there. I won't show you too much because it's a bit of a mess, obviously. We're not just... I do make these videos on the cuff, you know. I do hoover up and then just pull out my phone and start filming something. I then got a phone call within about 3 days, if that, from the sergeant of the police officer. It was really nice. He offered to bring the drone round the following day. I didn't get any footage of him because I'm just making a drink. Because he was a nice, fresh orange, you know, keeping healthy. Because he was a nice guy, so I had a chat with him, had a laugh with him. He even thought it was quite funny that I was threatened with 5 years in prison because he didn't know. To quote, "I don't know what you'd have to do to get 5 years in prison when flying a drone." Oh, someone's ringing me. So yeah, I'll leave it there, I think. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. As I hope by now you subscribed. And I'll see you next time. See you later.